Hey, what's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we are joined by none other than Miss Layla Fox Nation. How's it going?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. Hey guys.
Welcome to the channel. We did actually just record a lore story and we're actually going to post a similar time to when we did that, and it's really cool and it is for, do you want to let them know?
Yeah, so guys, it is for Ultimate Death Knight, which should not be a shock considering how many Death Knight videos YST's been putting out, and hello, it's me. So it really shouldn't be a shock that we did a lore video for Ultimate Death Knight. So make sure you guys check it out because we had so much fun recording that.
Yeah, it was really cool and it was finally nice to collaborate with you on your channel as well, so perfect timing with that Ultimate Death Knight.
Yes, it was perfect.
Yeah. In terms of this video, guys, we're actually going to break down 5 epic champions each, where we're going to be talking about end game viable in the end game. So you're on the channel. Would you like to start us off here?
Sure. I mean, we got our list. I believe we have 6 each, and I want to start off with Deacon in the Sacred Order. He is absolutely one of my favorite epics in this game overall. I love when he was added. I mean, we got a speed lead in there, right? We have his speed lead. We have his A3, you know, starting off, and then he comes right in with an A2. Like, it's ridiculous how many turns this guy gets right in the beginning, and I love him. He's absolutely one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely carries to the end game because for me, I use him on my full auto Dark Fae 120, and he's the one that opens that for me before I pull the Lysandra. As you said, that speed aura is huge, turn meter reduction is huge, and even the leech. So when someone like the Dark Fae is throwing out those nasty debuffs, he's like, don't worry guys, I got you. We got that leech debuff, let's heal you back up. So yeah, for me personally, if he was a legendary champion, I wouldn't be let down from him whatsoever.
Exactly. And I love him. He's such a good champ. And same thing, like I use him on my Dark Fae team. I use him in so many teams. He's just amazing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. For next on my list, I'm just going to do this one for Layla Fox. This isn't actually on the list, but it should be. Let's go into the undeads. Do you want to talk to us about Death Knight, an epic champion that everyone can get?
Listen, guys, listen. He's a legendary in his heart. You know what I mean? How can we not include a Death Knight on our list of just champs? And listen up, guys. I have a Hydra team with him. He's in my Undead Faction Wars 21. Let's, discount the fact that he's running with like Siffy and Mashallah and like those guys. We're gonna disregard that fact. He's in Faction War 21 with me. And I did have a budget unkillable team with Maneaters for the clan boss as well too. So Death Knight, you just have fun with him. He's just that meme. He's the little underdog he just wants a chance.
Do you know when they changed his skin back to this one, which I actually love, by the way?
I do too.
I really wish that they put the OG Mr. Nibbles on him, just like they did with Ultimate Death Knight.
I know. There's no
imagine?
Mr. Nibbles.
He could have been coming out of his ribcage.
That.
Yeah.
Listen, I started pushing for Ultimate Death Knight, so maybe I'll push for a Mr. Nibbles to be added. We'll see. Let's see if we can get that to happen, guys. I'll do it.
We have to wait another 3 years. Let's go.
No, I'm wait 3 years for Mr. Nibbles.
Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, look at the reviews.
Yay!
Do you know when
guys, you make me so proud. Those reviews make me so proud.
When I first started this Death Knight, it's like 6-starring, his reviews wasn't even 50. And now look, he's nearly on 1,000. That's amazing.
I know, I love it. I love it. Man,
right,
people
guys.
make me so proud.
We're gonna go into my first actual pick for this video. Obviously, we had to just get my boy Death Knight in there. It's gonna be one of the Doom Tower champions, and his name is Dark Kale. Now, this champion is remarkable because we got the A1 with the detonation of poison and HP burn, which enables really fast teams in the Fire Knights 25 dungeon. Really, really solid. And then we got the Blinding Darkness, where he does an AoE drop attack, which is huge. And each critical hit has a chance of increasing that duration of all debuffs by 1 turn. Now, when you're doing poison explosion compositions, he enables to just blow up those poisons, come through with Elenaru, and kaboom. So he's really cool for that. And we've also got that poison sensitivity, which is huge for so many dungeons. And for me, it really shines in the Ice Golem. What do you think about Dark Kale?
Oh, love. I mean, same thing. I was just about to say that. I run him in my Ice Golem. Unfortunately, I do not have a Zavi or an Elenaral, so I'm not able to do that like blowy uppy, which I would love to do. But one of the best things about this guy too is he's free.
Yeah.
He's a Doom Tower champ, and I think it's normal Doom Tower, right? So it's not even Harm Doom Tower. So he's a free champ everybody could get. It just might take you a little bit longer than others, but he's so worth it. He's so worth it.
100% worth it. And I think they did. What do you think about the art on him? Are you happy with that? Because there was a lot of hype before Dark Kale. There was like Dark Elhain, Dark Aethel, and then he was like the final reveal. Unless the Ultimate Gaelic comes out, then he'll be the final one. But
well, they might not because there's already there already is one.
there is an Ultimate Gaelic. I
yeah,
forgot.
there is one.
That was the Prime one, right?
Nobody uses him.
Yeah,
That's
no one uses him.
Yeah, he's in orcs.
Oh,
I call him
no.
Super Saiyan Gallic. Yeah, he's already there.
Super
Right
Saiyan
in the
Gaelic.
That's what I call him, Super Saiyan Gallic.
Oh, there he
you
is.
go.
Yeah.
So he's already there.
He was a Prime
Nobody
champion, right? Like there was like a
I
Prime pack.
actually don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think there was him, Valor, and someone else. They were like a Prime pack. I can't remember, but you guys let us know in the comment section anyway.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if you guys know, leave some comments down below because that was probably before my time when I started streaming the game too. Because I don't remember.
So who you got next for us on your list?
Sure. Next, I guess we're going back to Sacred Order with none other than Godseeker and Neri.
I love Godseeker. What do you love about her?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, first of all, so her design, look at her design. I mean, how can you not love that? The glowing sword. Like, you can just tell by looking at her shield. I'm not sure if she's supposed to be like an archangel for Cardiel, because that's obviously Cardiel on her shield. So it was just really cool how they released all these champions about the same time. And even though, she doesn't have a lore story, Cardiel doesn't have a lore story either, it just kind of looks like they're linked in some way. And so I love kind of the direction that they went with this. But yeah, so I mean, talking about her abilities, you have to love her revive. I think that's it's so solid. She's so viable in so much content. She's just amazing. She's one of those champs that you definitely, when you pull her from a void shard, I mean, you're so excited about it.
Yeah. Even at A2, with the AoE heal, the attacking of all enemies, and the increasing of duration of all buffs, enabling so many clan boss teams out there. What do you guys think of Sandlash Survivors, Anchorite, and all of these extenders? She's definitely up there in the top 3 at least, maybe top 2 in my personal opinion. And yeah, just the overall utility of her as a champion, even the preempting the hit and placing that revive on death, really clutch for the Hydra boss. So yeah, that's a really good choice there.
Solid. She's solid. I remember for a long period of time, I believe in my Sacred Order, like even in Faction Wars, I had to use like Mistress of Hymns for a while. Then I got Cardinal, not Cardiel, I still don't have him, but then I got Cardinal. And then as soon as I got her, I put her into my Faction Wars and it made a massive difference as well too. She's just fantastic. I love her.
As I was just saying to Nub in a collab I did earlier today, you've joined the club. So there's me, Nub, and now you have Cardiel avatars and no Cardiels.
I know, it's true. No Cardiels.
Oh, man. All right, yeah, that was a really good choice there. I use her on a daily basis for my clan boss team. Next up's gonna be from... Actually, I never actually speak about this champion, but I think she deserves this spotlight. Where is she? Undead. Is she undead? I'm so bad at factions. Wait, she's... Where is she? Knight's Revenant. I got this. Who are
we looking for?
There we go.
Oh, Rector Draft! I was like, what are you looking for?
We got the granny. Rector Draft is absolutely outstanding. Do you use her or do you have her?
Yes, of course I do. And I call her, if you guys are familiar with Star Wars, she looks like Emperor Palpatine to me. Just like a female version.
Oh, no.
Her face, you know what I mean? But no, definitely. I mean, I use her so much. And again, like in the Hydra, we talk about Hydra clan, like bosses. She has so much viability and so much use. She's fantastic. She's creepy looking, of course. And so it's probably why you're having trouble finding her. She looked like she was an undead, but no, she's Night Rev.
I wonder if Death Knight would get any close to her and how he thinks about it. But,
well, yeah, I don't know. I think Gerda's more his speed.
But yeah, guys, in terms of the kit, we got revives a single ally with 60% HP on a 4-turn cooldown and applies a perfect veil on them for 3 turns, which is a really strong damage mitigation. Coming through with the Necro mutation, has an AoE heal and places that perfect veil on an AoE, and also places a continuous heal buff for 1 turn instead on all allies with less than 100% HP. Also on the A1, a small chance of placing that decreased attack, and the increasing of resistance if they're under a veil or perfect veil. A champion like this is so versatile, and that's what I'm a big fan of in this game. For me personally, she shines in Bommel and PvP. I'm not sure where you use your Rector Draft, but
yeah, like I said, I actually use mine in Hydra. She's helpful
just Hydra
for me in there as well too. Yeah, that's where I use her primarily.
She's so good. The only thing I don't like about this champion, and it's nothing to do with her kit, is the animations. Like she will cut she will double your time just by this passive thing where she keeps healing. It's like every time
It's
someone takes a
actually true,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It takes forever. It takes forever. My community actually likes campaign farmers, just random campaign farmers. So fun fact is they're like, let's run Rector Drath as a campaign farm, and I knew it was gonna be terrible. It took almost 7 minutes.
Oh
It took
no.
almost 7 minutes.
Honestly,
through brutal 12-3.
7 minutes will get you a free star because you got to do it in 10 minutes. So at least you got the job done.
Yeah, so again, talk about our animations. You know who else has slow animations I didn't like too is you mentioned Dark Kale earlier. His animations are a bit slow too. Like when he passes out. Yeah, that bugs me too. I don't know. Like I wish they were faster.
It's like he puts his hand into his chest and he's like, there we go. Take it.
Exactly.
He's so delicate.
So delicate.
All right, who have you got next on your list?
Next one, my viewers are going to find this humorous, is Magnar. And the reason they're going to find it humorous is because I can't pull him for the life of me. I had him once. I had him once, guys. But I used him for a fusion. And I did that because I was like, he's an epic. I'll pull him again. And I mean, I can't. I could pull him for everybody else, but not for myself at this point. So, here we are. But again, a solid nuking champ for the arena. Oh my gosh, this guy's a beast. So yeah, I wish I had him on my account, but everyone knows how great he is.
Yes, he doesn't even need like no introduction. Like anyone that's got Magnar just knows that this dude is an absolute tank, and he's got an A1 drop defense, which is really solid. We've also got that double hit, as you're saying, and the debuff spread is actually really underrated for a Hydra boss. I believe I did a video a few months ago talking about this, and then even this passive here. The champion heals by 1% of their max HP every time anyone in a battle takes damage from HP burn debuffs. I feel like there's lots to his kit apart from just PvP nuking. And for me, that's what makes him really viable in this game, for sure.
And I will give you more feedback on him the day I get him.
We're going to get him. We've got
eventually.
2x Ancients is coming up this week, I believe. So you might get lucky.
Maybe I'll get lucky, guys. I get lucky for everyone else. Maybe I'll get lucky for myself.
You need to just get someone else to pull it for you, and then it'll pop out.
Maybe that's it.
All right, next on the list is actually someone I spoke about in my video of Nub earlier today. That is Princess Hugo.
Princess.
Definitely something you want to pull. Like, she's outstanding. Like, drop defense and block buffs. We got the leech on the A1, and the amazing heal on the A3. Like, for me, she's dominant in PvP and the Hydra boss, but has used for so many places in this game, including the Doom Tower. Do you use Hugo on your account?
Oh, I sure do. And she's absolutely solid. Like, she's tanky as heck, which I love because you need her to be the last one to survive so that she can just pop everybody back up again. And I find with her, she's so easy to do that with. And you're right. Like, you could do like solo comps with her. Like, there's just so much you can do with her because she just has an amazing kit and she's so useful in a lot of different areas. But yeah, no, I definitely use her as well too.
So cool. All right, who we got next on your list?
Next one, I mean, this shouldn't be a shock, guys, but we're going to have the lovely Miss Allure.
Here we go.
I mean, how do we include lists like these and we don't include Allure? You just have to, again, right? So we end up talking about her turn meter reduction. So we talk about the Dark Fae. We also talk about the Fire Knight, just like two of the things that immediately popped into our head, So you just love her. You just have to love her. It's the champ everybody wants. And I know there's still people even years in who don't have her.
Yeah, for sure. Without her on the faction was 21, trying to do your CVC points, it is, even if it's not hard, it's just long. Like, you need to keep that 10 meter down or you're going to be there for hours. But yeah, she's really solid. Do you use her in any of your teams currently, or?
Yep, I run her in a bunch of teams right now. So I do have her in my one of the Dark Fae teams. I have her in that. I do have her in Faction Wars as well, too. I feel like you can't run Faction Wars without her. I do have her in my Fire Knight comps, so I do run her currently as well.
Yeah, I think artistically as well, they did a great job in this.
She's beautiful.
She looks like that rare champion. Where is she? There you go, Diabolist. Yeah, the blue version.
The same, same animations, basically same character.
I'm trying to think, should they make a legendary one? What color would it be? Yellow?
Maybe.
That'd look cool. Maybe with like some burning flames coming off her face. I don't know.
Maybe.
I was actually going to ask you this question. Are you a fan of skins in this game?
Oh my god, yes.
You are.
I mean,
okay.
I cosplay, right? So I'm very
yeah,
I love the visuals and things like that. So definitely. I think my favorite skin so far was one of the new Madame Saris ones. I think her legendary skin. I love it. Love, love, love. And then I really liked the pyro skin for Coldheart. Because it matches again when we're in Spider. I love how she matches to see it. It just looks so cool.
Yeah, for sure. All right. It's my turn, right?
It is.
Yeah. By the way, guys, obviously we can't list off every epic champion in the game. I will do a few honorable mentions at the end, but if we do miss any, it's not because we forgot about them and they're not amazing champions. These are just our personal top 6 each. And then, of course, there is many great champions viable in endgame. So just bear that in mind when you're reading this list. But this one here is actually an outstanding champion. Maybe a bit of a underrated choice. I didn't want to be typical with this. Enchantress. A very simple kit, but very effective. So we got that block buffs, which is outstanding for the Hydra boss, being that void affinity. And then we've also got the provoke for 2 turns, not a 1 turn. I'd say the only downside of this champion is she gets that block active skills that can't get removed. So you kind of just sit in there for 5 turns after you place this. But if you've got 2 provoke champions, you can open up with your block buffs, follow on with this one, and it's just amazing. Even in PvP, locking them out for 2 turns is great.
And I'm with you. I mean, I love CC kind of champs like this. And I mean crowd control, guys, when I say CC, is because that's basically what she does. So like, I love it in Faction Wars, Hydra, like she's just solid for sure. And it gives you that time to be able to, you know, navigate which champs you want to take out, particularly in something like Faction Wars, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm feeling to just rebuild my Umbral Enchantress now. I loved her. Like, she was for the longest time. I think I didn't like Vizix back in the day. I don't think anyone did. And she was just that strong provoke champion. And you know, before they fixed their skills, there was a time where Doom Priest was able to cleanse this off, even though it said it cannot be removed. There was a big... I'm
thinking that was before me, I guess, before I started playing.
Yeah, there was a big... I'd say there was a good 6 months where nothing changed, and then they just randomly changed it without telling us. So, yeah, really cool. Who have you got next on your list?
Next up, we have Geomancer. We're headed to the dwarves, you guys.
Here we go.
How do we not include Geomancer in a list like this? And likewise, T said, guys, you know, granted, there's so many epic champs we could include. We literally were just kind of going with 12.
Yeah.
So if we, you know, if we miss something, if there's an honorable mention we miss, you know, hit us up in the comments below with your favorites, because we always read comments as well too. Everybody has different experiences and everyone just really loves different champs, and some champs make a massive difference on everybody's accounts differently too, especially depending on when you get them. So I mean, I would love to read those too. So make sure you guys hit us up with some comments for that. But how do we not include Geomancer? For God's sakes. I mean, he's definitely, again, one of those champs that everybody just wants. Like, I remember, didn't we have was there a guaranteed Geomancer event that was done too? Actually, I feel like they did do a guaranteed, right?
I think you're right. I think there was a guaranteed event. But I can't recall it 100%, but it was definitely some sort of event for Geomancer.
Yeah, and I know that people are kind of going crazy for that because there were still plenty of people that didn't have him. But again, we talk about just solid in, you know, the Hydra. We talk about solid and so much content with him. And he does look really cool. Like, I don't know, there were some of these updates that Plarium had where they brought these champs in, and I don't know what they were doing, but they had these fun themes. And he's just really cool looking. He's got like a book of spells on his back there. He's got the cool staff. Like, he's just, aesthetically, he's really neat too.
He's even got a lore book on his back. Look at him.
Yeah.
Just for you.
That. He doesn't have a lore story, but he's got a lore book.
He's got one in there. You just have to figure out how to open it.
We just got to get it.
But yeah, breaking down the kit, guys. Fully depleting the turn meter is amazing with that HP burn and weaken, and works really well with this passive where he kind of reflects and also has a damage mitigation by 15% just by simply having a burn on. And when you consider Hydra boss, the clan boss, and just any bosses in general, this absolutely wrecks. And an amazing strip on the A2 where you could just take off buffs from maybe the Head of Wrath, for instance, that increase attack. That A1 decrease accuracy, maybe even for Bommel if you don't have other options. So yeah, phenomenal champion. Great choice there.
Yeah, I feel like he had to be included.
Next up on the list is going to be, can you guess?
We're staying in the dwarves.
Cornelia. Now,
Cornelia.
Obviously, there was that time where I tried my best to get to Bommel 90 and I couldn't, which is all right. We failed at some things. But we did get to Bommel 50 with her full auto, which was pretty cool. And soloed maybe 4 other Doom Tower bosses as well. But away from that, taking away from the Doom Tower and that unique kit, which is this A3 ability, she's just an amazing maybe substitute for Kaima for me. With that, that AoE sleep, which just places, it's not a hit, so you don't get weak hits of it. And then when the sleep is removed, I don't think a lot of people understand this kit, how it reads. So let's just say hypothetically, you trying to think of a good champion here. A Skytouch Shaman, they cleanse your champion with the sleep on, let's say. Then it still has that chance to replace it with a fear, even though it got cleansed, if that makes sense. So even though that they can cleanse that sleep off, there's still that 50% chance for them to lose a turn once that fear places. So she's just remarkable. And even in the faction wars and the speed aura of 18% in all battles, this makes her a standout epic in my opinion.
The way you explain that, I think that's pretty unique, right? I don't think anybody else has that in the game, which really makes her so special.
Yeah, literally, so many people mention this to me. They're like, oh, if it gets removed, why would you want to fear? Because traditionally, how someone's reading it is, they've taken their turn, they've woken up, and now there's that chance to fear. But this is kind of a counter to stripping of buffs or debuffs. And it's one of a kind ability. I can't recall anyone that can
I don't think so.
remove a debuff and replace it immediately. So that's, for me, makes her really stand out.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's really neat. And it's such a good way to point that out too. Because when she first came out, you're right. Like a lot of people are thinking she was garbagey, but we definitely found ways that she's not.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Is there any quick fire ones that you want to throw in there before we wrap things up?
Well, before we wrap things up, I have one more on my list.
Oh, is there one more? My apologies. I must be one short.
And everybody watching is going to be like, how do we include this list without Seer?
Oh,
like, that's not possible. It's not possible.
I think because I spoke about that definite thing, I lost count. Wait, where's Sia? I don't even want to know where she is. Where is she?
She's Nork.
Oh, she's
Nork. It's okay, guys. He's stuck on Cornelia. He's got shiny syndrome on Cornelia. We're good. We got it.
Guys, I'm gonna put a round of applause all over this video right now because I finally got my Sia. Let's go, after like 15 years.
Yay! Congrats.
But I'm not gonna use her.
Does she need an introduction? I mean, it's like she kind of even doesn't. Karma Burn, there you go. You know what I mean? She's just solid nuking champ. I feel like she's so necessary. And yeah, she is definitely endgame viable.
100%.
Without a question.
I've just got a weird love-hate relationship with her. This is a personal thing, guys, all right? It's because it took me so long to get one, I spent my whole raid career building teams that's not Seer orientated, and I never had that luxury until I was endgame. So now it's like, I pulled a Seer and I'm like, I'm not going to sit there and retune 50 of my other teams because I finally got a Seer. So I'm just got a bit of a lazy standpoint, but you're completely right. Like, this Karma Burn, there's nothing in the game like this. And if you're not running Poison Explosion, this is probably better than that, in my personal opinion, especially for Doom Tower waves. But
yeah, and I can't run Poison Explosion. I told you that. Like, I don't have Zavi, I don't have Elenarl, so this is what I do. And like, I pair her up with Archmage Helmet, for example.
Oh,
that's
nice.
like one of the champs to pair up with. Like, I love the synergy together. You know, trying to get as much buffs in there as we can, and then she just nukes the waves. The only other one that's kind of closer, you know, not exactly the same thing, but we talked about this before with Shemnath. She's the newer Night Rev Lego.
Yeah.
She has something kind of similar, but it's not the same. Yeah, Shemnath. So she can hit pretty solid too.
Yeah, it's kind of that same kind of Ruel kind of strategy where you're just bulletproofing through the waves and just taking them down. Like we did in the faction games with those bloody orcs. Just bullying our way through. But yeah, I did want to throw a few honorable mentions in. Did you want to start with these ones? Did you have any on the top of your head, or should I start?
Go right ahead. You can go first. I started.
Right. So I'm going to go straight here. I didn't want to put it on my main list because everybody knows this champion. And of course, it's Madame Ceres. Mainly this Midnight Ritual, removing all debuffs with decreased attack and drop defense. It's just a remarkable skill for PvP, and I know that a lot of people was chasing it over that 10x event, so congratulations if you guys got it. Next up, I just wanted to give an honorable to the enemy max HP champions, so Husk and Royal Guard. Once again, these are just traditional picks, so enemy max HP deals amazing damage, but once you start getting into Stage 25, you get that mitigation on like the spiders and the dragon. So it becomes a little bit less impactful, but still amazing. But against even the Dark Fae and stuff, really holds that endgame value. And of course, Husk is just, he's amazing for the Hydra boss. And he was voted by players for ages. And then Hydra came out and boom, skyrocket. So enemy max HP, of course, and the provoke for the pesty head that always likes to steal your buffs.
And I love that. To your point, is there's so many champs that we have that don't seem like they're good, that all of a sudden this content comes out and then their value just kind of skyrockets, you know? And like you said, Husk is absolutely like one of those examples of somebody that happened to.
Yeah, for sure. So did you think of anyone yet? Did you? Anyone else in your
So,
mind?
you know, I know we talked about this before. Is like I think Earlgrim sometimes as well too. He
Yeah.
did get a little bit of a, you know, he got nerfed slightly, but I still feel like he holds his own. He's still really solid with his. He's got the speed lead as well too. Yeah, continuous heals, poisons. Like you can still run some solo comps with him as well too. He's still solid.
Yeah, he's really he's really cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, that is going to be all for the list. Of course, if we did miss any of your favorite options, be sure to let us know in the comment section. And I'm sure many people would just like to read through that and see what your guys' favorite picks are as well. But thank you so much, Layla, for coming on the channel today. It's been a blast.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, and thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, and make sure you all go drop a little subscription. It will be in the pinned comment and the description of this video. And check out the lore story that we did for Ultimate / OG Death Knight. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.